in your absence, now I feel I did something. Meaning, if you are happy with what I did, I think that my yes strong appeal be abu bumping in Fubiting.
Yeah.
At Wiem, Emma make us in Penifone be bromati say, ye perceive uko lead CPP party. Because Mummy and Shasimian can use a CPP baby general in ye.
Debbie.
Party is a cookie scramble. Na ye percent uko lead party no. Me share na memo bia me say car copy o menim say wo hu bi dia na say nipa bi etuetu ske bi na dia 300,000 Ghana cedis e nye ske bi asa me believe say ye appeal me a me boss kra edwumako yan dia ne ye appeal afọ ho nyina say wo mo meboa no resist ma ekoko stand. Would you be happy say bibisa beti me akoso?
I will be very, very happy. Really? Because me jidi say baby am nem bia obi enim say aban way by to a very high extent. I try so beka nkromedin ahye. Na ye mu bi no afko amakwa me nkroma te say bi obi oye me busuani kra at the expense of our lives. Tell be ankofo to make a chance are not chihwe we ana chihwe police ni no ni wachi ana chihwe ye no wantena wa wuka mu yakwa mana na mom the party itself no ehia leadership. Why do I say ehia leadership? Kofa akade by and or then who call Great Alliance. And wachi Professor George Hagan by party ni lusu ya no free party ni mu your friend say good day party ni lusu ya na o free mu your friend say Dr. Indium party ni lusu ya no free mu papa your friend say Busakara Foster party ni lusu na o free party ni mu na Kwame Nkrumah no ani ye mu ba Samia also as chairperson or chairman no also a free party ni mu na yedema Green Street or twice na niwu say for whatever reason and I believe which he has to understand and they say last 1 year kwe masa osofu chirabusum and the party or teye any bear 4 months kra na call elections no it mean more than 120,000 votes Emma CPP nya say 12,000 or something. It was very disgraceful and I'm surprised that Yetuetueskano Green Street is the first person wetua no we bisa wo say ukobobo ana wutumirika na wawe wakotwa wawe
before years abi
na sabe yes obi gu obi animu ase Professor Sana University of Ghana Sociology Department and we approve say 80% of all political and religious communication in Ghana is in the Twi language. And yenua Green Street nyasa metano or ya me party comrade but you don't understand any Ghanaian language.
Are you sure?
That you want to Ghana kase not so beche bilamteya obey MPP chairman here we so we belong to a certain
or ya Fantini anazo ene
so no we belong to a certain class.
Are you kidding me?
A certain class omu fi say Ghana kase bia airtime obeche bi lamte na mama na eburu ni o papa eye bibini wanka Ghana kase bia da because Ghana language is almost 100 be airtime. Green Street doesn't understand any
language bia
and one ko be biara
me hu say wato be biara
so far brofo no so a wote a we lawyer wonka Nkrumah ho asameda and na ye sika there you are the first to pay.
Let's preserve
Nkrumah's legacy. Who ne banner na say ne poster be we are not demeaning anybody. We are trying to raise the image of Nkrumah. No one be say Nkrumah brechre by no so behave like omwa mabubo wendi say Ghana ni bibedi wachi so behave like Green Street our tria registration fee and wa penny baby atena another 4 years no wasamba kan wan be di Nkrumah chi what is na ye mu bi aye ready say ye be ye Kwame Nkrumah adwuma na nya Kwame Nkrumah nko ye ye oman ni nyina adwuma if say nya history nko na my sabio various FM and radio stations every day assembly anyway Mr. Lawyer Anokye enwumre ya wote medin wa adom we're talking about the benefits of insurance in Ghana ya fra me ne ebisa me bibi anyway Mr. adentra ye mu bi esom Ghana eman
when me say program I know here bi no so far you're checking sorry na me quote figure bi enye billion you so far 500,000 and I share what that's 5
Chama me betchre Musa Anton William Mamu.
That's right.
Was Ghana's first professor Nanye K Buzia. K Buzia won as 1913.
Yeah.
Now money won 1703. Our choir professor was German. Etumako have a million.
And here is a media house with me.
Abuama. No. Waek. So what's BEC?
Sure,
first, no more the question be by who was Ghana's first professor Pacho and Tisa.
Yeah, the one was our link, you know.
Men who obey the stand day, me crana yam, so it shows that, and it is true, have been marketed more than any increase in the country at the moment.
This question quickly answer because of time. Ebinomu believes there's this party here and also Perimo.
Yeah.
Any other. How do we reconcile
People's Redemption Movement? It is a movement within the CPP.
Oh.
Na near ye and say womu amfa obi oye marketable, winnable candidate amadia. And ye be fire kwan.
Say a movement a woman.
A movement ye right be or challenge me bisa say ye ketibia na mom ne ya prepare ye ho de ato ho se da bia no sempanimfo no bekwa kofa obi a bekwa akoto aba na vote no obenya no it is a north or south NDC just 2 or 3 polling stations or menshia anase swame 2 or 3 polling stations for the MPP there and then I say fire ho adwen na we mu bi no na compromise right eka se da bi ya hwe masasem no emba eyesa anoche wukọ CPP na wukọ so Kwame Nkrumah party ni mu nti ye ni ba bi akọ ye register bibi.
I see now I believe sir so tonight no CPP no unya ubetimi ayden eledi CPP no enya sa na
papa
yes me bo mpenifu edin but me se abobo mu din bio minim na woni ha but wo problem bi ho a me bo eye ora Madan edin
Ghana ni bia ni se ne samu ye ne samu so omre
so mutimi maye protect
Nkrumah's legacy
and Dr. Kwekwotin Joy Daddy Seekins Limited Banfo and a Midwest Limited Perfect and Logistics
and Logistics
yes and a Dr. Ofuri Sapon Dr. Kwame Despite Nana Kwesi Buedum sorry
Kumasi and Zemahine
yeah Manchurian Buedum and a Francis is a Mochia
Francis Mochia
of Kekam and on so much Dr. Amo Tobin
Tobinko
Tobinko
na Ibrahim Mama obiso mo papa e Kwame Nkrumah minister
of course enti ni na na see a blend man
na nya o munku obibia
Dr. Adokufo Dr. Kofi Amo
Adokufo no Kofo nyan ono chiro book bi we praise Kwame Nkrumah sa say o wa chi mota Nkrumah be ma speech
ni preserve legacy no Dr. Kofi Amo munya mo Dr. Francis Charles Ampofo Patricia Poku Dabi
Ghana's richest woman
yes Patricia Poku Dabi very and Iwada kon Nekabiam say unim no
yes at the moment richest man in Ghana
you see a lot of people asofo no so there
Duncan Williams is CPP no papa e Nkrumah mpanimfo
the patriarch
and
Duncan Williams adom chenim wo fencing what's the name Otab na womu wo
and Agena Sare mpodi ofri Nkrumah krom
I onu su fri Nkrumah Dr. Agena Sare it I believe says I say yetimi a protected
Anaba super Kwame Nkrumah sem Anaba ane ankra krachi ankra o nyina
Anaba so yemi nua pani
na krachi ankra
enti ye pa mo cho mpenifu matiti mudin a yesram nya bone kwan so for us to preserve the Kwame Nkrumah's legacy. Kwame Nkrumah was voted as the man of the millennium. Na here you work Ghana and you ready say be protected.
Can
you imagine?
The party
na ye basa tetia pansamo. What the party ni ponyen yemwama CPP de bia no on push election crowd to a runoff so that these politicians will be serious. Other than that, anyone said that cool chop no mabe fa no me de call. Enti na Ghana do us. Ghana sorry protect this royal ancestryhood na yemfa enkwin lawyer ye de esi hon afi yenhwe kwan ben so break akra na aka no yemfa se betimi de a check the genesis of ejapade document we efri hin na ekọ hin na eba hin e won history wo ho yenko sa history no
okay and say ye bobo ni taw do e we chiri efri chiri pa
ye ba beto us another time
maybe esa another time ye ba beto us
yes
ejapade no wa hu ni na
Ghana for deal
efie bi.
That's right.
Ebusua bi. The truth we can okra school mienu a mekoi pa no emiensa ba ko truth na edi animu Kumasi High say truth conquers and a Commonwealth Hall you say truth stands St. Johnson so you say prepare the way for what or is the truth because it was the way, the truth, and then life. No one comes to the Father except through Him.
Exactly.
Intimi ansani ina no amekwa wogana hano. Ni ina ye truth. Now the truth is that from time immemorial, ana of repenting efie, a person.
Akyem ebuakwe.
Yes. Na achi ni bi anye boni. The bi ameka meto sabi kire say JB dankwa election no standing 1954. Olusu ya ema ofri Ghana politics mu no ya achemfo na tuma achemebu akwa na tuma CPP against him enti ahanti wo kanya say wo make the friends a sweeping statement because even as at that time if you of one no ye won idol no na your friend is saying achemfo bu akwafo de na ye CPP na wo mu ani agye hu na ni na akofare ban no ene say tamwa osetu ebabedi asantefo animu no woni me say na omusom denkyira
asemu
omusom denkyira na obi oka mese ewo Ghana bia no so oni mese fo no obi eye adanse asante akwamu ene ye fa ne say akwapem Akyem Safwe ina asen ye nyina esom denkyira na tama denkyira eto fom no na santefo eba asoro no na cheso se tutu hwehwe se safwe ni nyina obia mra mesom asante obia ate ase so we na e top na medifiti no sade ye so obia behye mase na akyemfo se da nti no na oba betu won sesa apanish wo owuye no Akyemfo we class 1 cry council so to died while crossing the river prayer it was Akyem ebuakwafo na ekum no that is the true history and known as a call back this small boy be that time no a teenager your friend opokuare defense no e didn't see akonwa so omu didn't see akonwa so na Akyemfo ye pani no kura yekum no na ya de akola keto bi ase akonwa so nti omu de omu aba asantimemu no sabo bi omo atoto afiri aborofo no onso omo de omo pen eben aborofo no kakra te no na asantefo ne say mo ya hantan te that was a hantan war asantefo root one completely no mo ba besom asante what you say to omo sum asante akokopie the year 1826 from 17 something no kopie the year 1826 the Akatamanso war no money abrofo ne beye one say asantefo no a abano yen ye beboa ne ohene na asante ina ne fa no say ya wakoto obedi akonya 1824 ye ne ye beboa na mo afa ye ne mfante ene ye fa ne sa akwapem ene akwapem so ba bia omu wo bia ne ya na enkran ene Akyem ewo ho na akwamu nso ne asante etaye one nti ebeba abopoa mo nti akunu mu no 1826 no they rebelled against Ashanti asante for di nkuguo ewo golden stool nukra enkran for yes they captured it and they had to fight back to take it back to Kumasi and no na Captain George McLean 1821 the Formina Treaty omni asante for ko sign say the main Akan states, chief speaking states, Adanse, Akyem, Denkyira, and Wasa should not serve Ashanti again. Asante for is more lususa anyway. That's just a huge tribute was going away. And then in 1872, the Ashantis came back to make a demand for South 4 states mabo edin omu nyina nkasa na Akyemfo so omu empene nti omu ne abrofo ne ye pact bi said they will stand behind the white people, the English people. In Titama no more prepare for Sagranti 1872. They were preparing. Sagranti 1 year 1874. They were preparing. Now Adebakwa Kokoba and say 1869. A Dubofo at Crepi Peki into Volta region, a branch Omoko or your empire, and in Nigeria for Akokunu. Yeah. Jabe. Yes, Asante Jabe. They fought for Ashanti. Good. Because Omo Asante for. Now a Drew Sagrenti war no. What happened was that Sa Omone Akyem for Akoye one. Akyem for Akachira one say Bibi bia be breaki Ashanti empire no. Ema na aye atofo mukura ne ye na Jabe nsu nua ne Kumase. Nti Omo started with Jabe Omo na yo koye nuanom cousins. Nti kwan bia so no eye say ye support to your friend is saying Jabe. That's right. Meanwhile, don't forget to say or say Akotonu Amabo Dino the time. Na a say in the 1820s no. Yeah. A say Jabe hine and your friend Kwasi Boateng gold be a Omuko Konya so de Kuma Kumasa. One fanko. Before then no in the Denchira war no. God be so PM Jabe for amfanko nti we akotoso mienu no na say o say ya wakoto ni wo mukwaku so kwatwe wo maso and Akyem came in heavily to support the Jabe people no muni wo mu ye agreement sentokwa bi ebeba woni Asante ntemu no ye be eboa nti 1874 Sagrenti war a Jabe for ye di wo mu agina ba bi say Abrofo troops no a eba no almost stop one so that they would not enter Kumasi. Ultimately defeated Jabe and not just Kumasi Nessa. And Jabe had a very heavy army. As Antifuenimi said they will be able to meet the task. A true one woman down woman share baby. Sound no money at Chamakwaya agreement. And Emma his troops in Ebano, Ebesin Kwe. Okay, let me correct it very well. And to the Omaye woman, and the woman who and says, see a breaky Ashanti empire. No, and Akyem Jabe assign agreement of non-aggression against each other. Now, according to the history, no, 1874, soldiers no Sagrenti wa Abrofone de womba no. Na the Ghanaian sector na woman no. Ebi fi Nigeria, ebi fi Jamaica, Sierra Leone, Gambia, and Hausa way. Na Ghanaians no na ya Akyemfo. Ya Akyemfo. Nti tamu Jabe ehu sa Akyem ba no omo kai papa bi omo ne won aye pact no. Nti ena omo an fight won. Na ma Sagrenti won kofo atwa mu ko ekohye Kumasi kura umusisa Asantifo Japade de call abrechire no na abrof Akyemfo no support abrofo no nti omo bisa on say papa ya ama wina de na mo be ye amaye anu ye ne meba.
Great doc. So this is the very reason why. So okay, now folks, Mama Somra has said because I'm going to prove a point. So that's also one of the reasons behind the fact that okay a Japade document in the forward na e kire say also one young quaffo or momang young
Obia or come say or Ghana. No beka say on some danger than Oboa.
Yeah.
A cocotocrasum danger. All that be I don't know where to know.
But documents almost mamma young Quana no. So history I would demand a mamma says I sent you
so much so one year and Quanamum almost my Santissa until even after your friend is said to two. Yeah. Echo 2 once, I know Poku at the time, almost some Asante, no Kwasi Boadum time, almost some Asante, and I say, to Kwamenesi Bobons, or Sebons time almost some. Nay, 1826, don't do our war, no, and it's so Mokobua and Fante. Good. And 1831 Formina Treaty, no, such Afghanistan, Makati, Makati, McLean, you won't free Asante Mukura.
Now hold it there. My checky document, the working young fan checky document is a DNA airport or say to our future made up. May kind of Japade document who will be forward na radio.
Forward,
no. Or say to our future and made up of the present. Our future made up of the present and the unborn for whom this will, quote, will, unquote, of a nation is being prepared to our foremost kin of Urepeni the prognosis spread across the world, this world, for whom and to whom this sacred document is prepared. As the heirs of the Nana Apinin Kwaframa, Nana Kuntun Kununku, and Ofuripeni, our people were never defeated in the wars of old. In
the Ahantan War with Asante and the Opokuwari, they were rooted completely.
I see.
And now, observe to Tunua, Yecha Nitino, Omu Ekumunono.
Great. I say, we were nobody's subjects, and yet, after 1957, we were made to live in the shadows of the descendants of the people who never defeated us in war, while the Ashanti kingdom was uplifted to put us in the shade. In relatively recent times, the struggles and the works of J.B. Dankwa is restored Akyem to its original glory, were thwarted, but he fought bravely to the end.
So you see that they have mentioned their first enemy, crown enemy. Any of mine bay Ashanti. They are crown enemies. So more Intino Ashanti, I believe say Ashanti
Ashanti for beef.
Ashanti no, but you maybe make assemble another station.
Ashanti for
Mami repeating her. Being repeating her say any fry any be. And now offer a year down for cripple no ni twi kura ye de ben bubuafo adamfo na omo kɔ efuo mu a instead say obubuani no wo beso anifrai ni nsa na wo ne na akɔno se famisi akonkon nti ode ni si akonkon a na ye fra ne say wo mu kɔ nti akɔ wa enjoy wo na yi ne kon hu say ya until say ohun say na say cripple no na ka obetumi kura so mensa na yako eduru baabi a ho bira na say ye twa nsu a na me de na bombo we de day in and day out so enti Ashanti is the blind man or what physical strength be but you are blind and you are being led by the cripple, and the reason is very simple. In Ghana's history we don't have anything called Dankwa Buzia tradition, and for repenting for a creative a fictitious Dankwa Buzia tradition, because they know that Omu constituencies are just about 6 or 7 representing Dankwa. And Asante Diano in metropolitan Ashanti alone 46. I have 6. New job in north and south, you can once 2. And about 3 or 4. Okay, Kamboma 275 constituencies. Ashanti Sonkwa were almost 60. And now, when one man will be okuta 6, which is extremely insignificant, or no enter into a very unholy alliance, so that we penny back to Sakofua. The next time, instead of Alan Chiramantenas, another time I say back Asantini Hono, near Kachira will say, Enko Domboho. Next time, Nebaba Ochini, he is a very smart person. Na Japadian and Homo bo a hubino. It is a Sanko Chia. Chemfo no a fight for the white people. Say near yes sacrificing mamono. Uba buaya na yet to many Ashanti I pay.
Many Ghanaians know this history.
Or Ashantis may not know. Maybe they know, but I don't think they know. They Sasanti for Nima. Kombe di Ghana swell for the next 1,000 years. Because anyone say it is a Omunkwa, they are found in about 3 or 4 regions. Sasanti for Niano. Nya ne da goma fo nya santifo nuan me ne nzema fo nya omu nuan me ne asen nya omu nuan ne kwawu Infante Elmina used to be Fanti territory Ashanti territory
akunya mi metimi edi wo Elmina no Sante hine na beboy
very good
yeah
entina Infante for Elmina the conquest they have never supported Fanti enti say that Asante Kotoko no kwa Asante hine etumi aka won abomu a enka enna be ne so okay no Elmina ni be presidential candidate next time Kwawuni be presidential next time Dagomba next time Nzema nka Asante be wo at the background editate and now omunye ready and obi ya de ma won e na adwene ebiti won nti ne American is an eye opener. It's an eye opener
dog afi journey wins o say With the arrival of Nana, we see the rebirth of a second JB Dankwa, who has come to the rescue, fully cognizant that we are currently part of the modern nation of Ghana, or say the name of which was originally proposed by the illustrious son of Ofori Pinifie of Ochiman. Take note of that. JB Dankwa, or say, and aware that it is currently made up of other diverse. We have to accept. Oh, listen. We have to accept to our old slaves and ensure that we no longer continue to live in the shadows of other kings and people whose forebears we defeated in wars.
First of all, there was first of all, no, it is here to us, in order not to lose.
Yeah, your track. No, okay. Sorry.
And say, until 1874, no, Omokuma, your friend say, Abrofono. And then that was the time I know Kofi Kakari, your friend say, Asante Hene. No Kofi Kakari, so 1874, your con, Sagranti war, New and Asante Fuano, etuno. And that year now, Omode Mensa Bonsu, Ebabeye Asante Hene. Ti Mensa Bonsu, oh yeah, Kofi Kakari, younger brother, Ebeye Asante Hene, and no Fred Jabe. Some are not your friend Nanasa for J. Say, a corner last year, your coon, roll now will play with me, meaning so that's so much Sante, and I say, what's my brofonua, let me know. Papa Nanya, and New Year Bia Amano. So the whole Ashanti turned against Jabe and rooted Jabe mercilessly. Tintokwe course on. And now, as a for Jane or Chain, no, yeah, or for the penny near body. That's right. Okasa Majamo. That's right. Our Masas, so it is a bad time be a boniba. What I say now, so Brammy Fee, Majamo, Dianedi, into Kukran to me for Assassin. And what the moment in history of Feno, I tell you, to tente, our Mokotana, a Kukran to me, assassin. In any case, no Casa Santa for neighbor Sumono. Near Pobiasum Antana, old Jabin Ho. Internet said, didn't talk about Omumi, no so entem. No, Miss any Omo Juoma Sass in the back. So before there could be war between Jabe and Akyem, and a Queen Victoria, a tree land the Nika, at the ma Akyem Koforudia land. Otiaka edema Akyem fo no say wo bo asante fo na fi Ashanti bai no ho ban ewo ho nti we mu no na Akyem fo no so bisa say ede na mo be de amaye. Now comes the year 1900. That's right. Sorry, 1896. Tama 1896 Governor Maxwell Mutam yakwache prempeno. That's right. Akyem brought a heavy army. Says Yakwachi Asante for Hinin Kwadia, some Kahu, near Kobe, and Omukwachi Asante Hine. And a friend say, Prempe defense. That's right. And then call Seychelles Island. Now, 4 years later, 1900, Frederick Hodgson, a quite so Kwakope Golden Stone, now Chim raising an army of volunteers led by one Kwajo Fredia Akyemai. Onona after 1900 Baba Fro Akyesiano offer din at the tone so for Riata defense or Quine in the din. One Quine in the din. Na ye Amuaquata and of Fatano and of for repenning no fire for Rino, Nebe for Riata defense. Into one obey of Riata defense. And now who said some woman who Adiana Wayano Asante Fone and Baba Kuntokwa. So 1900, he led an army to join the white people to go and search for the golden stool. That's right. Because for repenting fear for any patches, the only difference between Ashanti and Akyem is the golden stool. That's right. It is a golden stool no bo Asante Fua. Ebema ye yina betina konwa tuntum so. Nti yammoa abrofo no. Anye ye no. No samba fura konwa no. Eno hu say Ashantis betimi abetu asa no so ne na akontokwa. What he said. So immediately what he did was that or then who kobo abrofo no be a member of the legislative council and then ana Kufuor kan pa time e den na Kufuor the MPP presidential candidate Kasua rally the last rally no also can say be say ni fiefo no da bia omo de won ho ekọ politics mu no mo anya ba bia gina Kufuor own west and there or can pan everyone was say yeah ye ni mabako say minti or can ko for fan say ya grow and to account fear for the penny and or ball JB down kwadi and or ball Kwame Nkrumah 18 Asante Nkwano wa but Ashanti consistently has been their sworn enemies and I will be also will pass until for asem they don't like you into what we say
seriously
yes what we say Akwemu any Akwemu ayimo kofwe oh
kwawu
aye Asante omuni Asante enua Jones achimfo ne wo mu nya fine omuni wo nya they rather like the guns those days no many Asante for ko ntokwano and they also like the Akwapim people and in fact they helped the Akwapims to repel the Akwemu to omunya wo mu namfofo da kokosi mra omo penze mafo asem se Kwame Nkrumah so eye enzimani what you say ana ye fa ne say me pese megije bi om to dem amenka ye wi next time ne aba beto aso enti tamwa woman to me amfa golden stool na anko no fori ata ehu say Ashanti betumi na abeko edifiti no so do you know what he started doing?
Tell us.
Oni abrofo ne ye one Gogisberg mo and oye dede wo legislative council ho say eye dan na Ghana mind de she kron to say prempe the first wakoka Seychelles enti say abrofo na mfa prempe ansan ama demonstration the basic and nye but before then Afanti scholars had already started corresponding with the British government see emfa we mra no so ye dede ewa ha enti tamwa ye de no ba ekohia no kwan to say ninua enti na say to the ordinary Ashanti no Asante ne enua indeed 3 years ago tumfo eba chebi no mbaka ni speech ni mu otumfo kan bi say oba so de ka ho abedase se nia wo mu nana no eye ma prempe eba mpacha ogowo na se bia nkonkoda mfanteman ase samum oh nkonkoda mfantefo ase pa Kisli Hayford mo and etumi ejina ema weye na papa ba ko ne de na eye highly hypocritical because of the role he played in the Yasantewa war. So Rezi amide boa brofo ne say munkonkoje Asantefo agapade no emfiri woni ene wo mu enyepe na anye ye no de no ho akobba brofo no pampen ne abo bibie gu ani so nti on the first of it no wo be fi say odo nye do bi na odo nti tamwa we mu nyina ekoso no ene omu hu say ye ntumi mfa eko eni Asantefo so ebiem nti yenya adwen kase eno na meka no say yemfa ye hu nko politics mu nti se wahwe for year 31st no kan legislative council no for year 32nd na o kan ho ana JB dankwa ede ne ho eba be hye hu eduada kufo de wo nyina se da bia no ye ntre ni ye ho se ye beye ahemfo ewo Ghana and the reason was that it was an indirect fight against Ashanti. Why indirect fight against Ashanti? Asante he believes that he is above politics like the King of England or Queen of England being above politics. And Akyem say share when you make yourself above politics, then you are a very big state like Ashanti, so you can afford that. So, but in the case of yes, but a small state like Akyem Buakwa, Andrew one region, it's just like na say Eastern region one small region, no, Akwa move or any hobby. Say Akyem Kotokumo, any Bosome, any Akwapim. So what you say, and your friend say, Akwapim, woman yina anti region mumpo no me yakituabi. But in the case of Ashanti, they control two main regions, Ahafu and Ashanti region, and also Ekuro na capital of Eastern region, and by extension, Kwau, and so Ashanti, and Omuniano central region. Yeah, Omuniano central region. Akuna swedru okay omo Asantefo tamwa osei tutu konfa no chika so wu a meyemfa ne wofa asensi akonwa so ne yemontra mfa ne na nansi so na agonafo ne bibufu ye omo te wo ho omo ye friends agona swedru fo no na brema yesikuma omo se Asantefo kuma se brema bebi yakora ahemfo no wo ho no mu fi enti Ashanti is a very big very huge ɛna wɔn mu ahu nyansa sɛ kwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛ dominate Ashanti, and for that matter yɛbɛ dominate Omanwe. And then they took a step ahead during the days of they raised armies to help the white. Now the war has ended. Inti yɛmfa yɛ adwene bi ɛmoa aborɔfo no. Unsa hɔ nkwa na diamond wɔ. Saa. Denkyɛm wɔ. Etu gold wɔ timber. Omu royalties ni na 1939 to 1945. Ghana for bebree nim say there is an open secret document indicating, and everybody knows it. Every history scholar knows it. They asked the British to use their money to buy a jet for the British army to fight the Germans. Hello. Yes. Achimo buakwa sika ye buakwa mine nyina de Euphoria say monjena monfanto jet, however small it might be. Na monkai yen say ne ya mamuni Asante antimi anye bi. Santen kwaso mkanti say debi move free or main mu na mo de ahya yensa, because 1925 Gettysburg Constitution estate say there should be what you call the Africanization. You should graduate the African to take charge of his own affairs. Inti ombeja or minor amayen debi ni eja amayen debi dia ene enko ofori penny fie eho enti tamwa is a makoto kodishie eye pa grant eti UGCC on say fie for the first political party no omukoso wa wo hu edigo mu mesrew ejapade document no state say the name Ghana proposed by JB Dankwano before God and man. Nedia no propose Akan man or Akan land. That was his proposal. Said there should be Ghana without areas. There should be Ghana without northerners. Hey. And there should yes, and that Ghana no so and should be the colony. Ashantis must not form part of Ghana. Because Omu Bemua into the old days of the empire. Into Asante de and yes Ombeka Gold Coast politics no. And the UGCC no. Abraham Nkrumah ba no omu ni serious trouble because Nkrumah wanted to extend
the independence
to everywhere, every part of the Gold Coast. Africa. And now we must say there be work around the colony, within the colony. Colony near Eastern Province. Eastern region and Greater Accra region. Central Province, Western Central region, and are saying your friend is saying Western Province, Sefine and Zimane Wasane a hunter. Until they didn't want Ashanti to come in, they didn't want Transvolta, they didn't want okay. Now business in Okra, so called business in the war, Sikano. Yeah, Bisa we say, I didn't Ashanti ni any. Nabisa we say, West with all the scholars who more producing. I didn't know, and I didn't know Munka UGCC because the message was restricted to the people of the colony. And I'm not in a BA, I didn't in a BA on for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah who can a party as me. As Santafo Nimis and Nkrumah came to liberate them, to open their eyes. And Kwame Nkrumah drew Kumasi or chair, Nimission, no see Akyem for no. And then Pesa Santimai Beka Ghana Noa, we what building one. And Yamede Akufrana shows him, Utumiko Dim Kunimua, Mema Udin or Sa Chefua. Pacho wati. Now no ko be chance to say Sergeant Frihine ba efi Asante in enum no mo se nipa na kokuta title ne pa ye wini ba Queen Mother be title Mankasim Queen Mother be title na Asante ne se wo ba baji wo mani na nti wo ba ye o man no ne jefo Asante ne no dey sa or Sergeant ne confer wo Kwame Nkrumah se wo jefa hudie ne mamia and on sign man no the most powerful youth association in Ghana then AYA Ashanti Youth Association and Vito Usu Araram Ponsan Krobodi Semia Metakana Kwame Sanapo Kujantua Franklin Jantua ko Tim Kromechi and no to me Jefa Hudi and Maya Mesrau JB Dankwa proposed a name called Akan man. Tis a JB Dankwa be first leader of Ghana in Kamesra we are Nina Wutiemi and Kawon Kawo. We are Sremnina Wutiemia, one Kahu, we are Santini and now Pununi Wutiemia, one Kahu, Womudiana Ketuano, Anna, Kwame Nkrumah man a ball one. Well, before I get there, it is a washer. Nkrumah by prison na ye de ne to ni nyina no na brofo no pese o mu create space ma dankwa na nka kokoye den na 1948 riots no 28 February 1948 riots no ya chichi wo mu na Watson Commission ma abodin a ye kokofre JB Dankwa the doyen of Ghana politics. How do you become a doyen of Ghana politics when you are third in the rank within UGCC? UGCC no park grant in the tier. First vice RS Blay and the second JB Dankwa. Jadana young Fre park grant the doyen of Ghana politics. Near JB, all because of the secret pact between the British and the Akyem people. Now, Nipo frustrated one Kwame Nkrumah. To 1950, na positive action or declare na Akyem Nkrumah koshemu 1 year. With him statement JB Dankwa making was the wolf has been caged.
The wolf
has been caged. Until now, Nimiso Babe leader. After sa election, no, a trouble by Ashanti because Ashanti was supporting CPP. And almost one to Kokon, Kwame Nkrumah to Kokon, and 1 penny almost Omati or free CPP, and NLM by National Liberation Movement. National Liberation Movement, no, a buy no mesrao. 1 Asante for so MP at some for Semintino. Abra Omuja, Omunia Kwame Nkrumah hono. Omukofa Professor K.A. Buzia. At that time, K.A. Buzia was an Ashanti man.
CTV, Ghana's #1.
Made up of Ashanti, Bono, and Ahafu. The Bono Ahafu na Western Ashanti. So Buzia came in as a citizen of Ashanti and obeyed the opposition against Nkrumah. Before JB Dankwa lusu ne seat ewo Akyem Abuakwa. Or lusu yano to the CPP. The following year 1955. And Akyem for man the highest honor. That's
right.
Of your friend is Akyem Abuakwa. I didn't know Chafu Hine. Kofo bebre fi so free what direct there be. Ne papa ne free ho. O ma me free ho. O ma me free ho. Ne no a man honorary title no. And it's here you will see that Ashantis would Akyem people would never forgive Kwame Nkrumah. So what frustrating JB Dankwa. One man may first leader, either prime minister or president of this country, not to me free prison, be a prime minister. From there, no, Asante Fuenso Equity Party, one more amfa ma JB Dankwa because Ashantis knew say no more for no munia. They were sworn enemies, and they Akyem for. And then coming to the conclusion, Kofuesa Yusu Adwin Kasiebium say Kwame Nkrumah for straight. I prefer to me Abuaya. Then Nkrumah enemies no now. The friends and so much the enemies. Now let's make them our friends. Until Sawasha 69 election no. Asantini in court. Aya bunini buzi of free wenchino. Second Republic after Nkrumah. Ono be Prime Minister year 2 no. 79 Third Republic. And Akyem for repenting for no. A proposal William Oforiata. So no free wo mu fie ho. Na kwafo said da. Buzi an nipa mienu ana som no ese mu ba ko lead party no. Ada JH Mensa or Victor Owusu. Ya ndwene papa we. And o mute one party there United National Convention. Pa William Oforiata da. Join the UNC, the party for you. Join the UNC, the party for you. Broad-based, the best. UNC all the way. Convention clean. Pa William Neko. 79. I was, I think, 15 or 16. But I was highly political.
That was a very...
Anna, party who said, Asantini Victor Usu Benwin, a do runoff. There was a runoff in 1979. When you know me, almost support to PNP. Kwame Nkrumah's party, Dr. Liman, and a more popular from party, Elusuye. Now, 1992, Fourth Republic. Almost by and almost 7 years more minimum. Yanuya, Dankwa Buzia tradition. So at a Buzia Jinahoma Santamai, Dankwa Jinahoma at Ochima. Now, history of minority Abeduhe. Why not say Akyem for Ashanti tradition? No. Whether the days of wars omo nka ho and the days of politics and so wo mu enka ho to omo de adwen kase na baby tea asantefo nti omo yeah and at that time luckily for them the most popular scholar then was a Dubois time o deliver speech bi you know your friend say Rollins mo use curfew ne sa no me no tumi kasa ma obia afedi otumi opose PNDC no na che say ochinu no wanya opportunity Professor Dubois obaye no say election no wanko obokote nti the next one no na achimfo no quiet say Santini ba it was Kwame Pianim first and ye no ye ni free mu and a friend saying J Kufuor Babede were preparing and Kufu Ado he didn't do well then Kufuor free hope almost say
all a confusion
started say wedi yedi your friend say asantefo edi buzia edi nti aka dankwa so can you imagine say 2007 at the Legon Congress there was a tie between Nana Akufo-Addo and Alan Kyerematen. At that time na Kufuor support Alan Kyerematen Ghana ni bi president to chief of staff obi enim say run off the that time Akufo-Addo ni sika not because onisika no was individual but where the president in the tarnish no more caucus so we on say we belong to Buzia where the there ewie na aduru down kwaso. So there was no runoff, and they sinned against their own constitution.
Exactly.
That whenever there is a tie, you are not able to make that percentage. I say a 2 billion. They sinned. Obi the 6 constituencies, and all Babeto Chacha. Until Omudema, your friends and Nana Akufo-Addo. Until the money we earn after 8 years, automatically I say quite. Saka say quite Sante. Anna Shania Alan Kyerematen. And now the Akyems are raising the argument to say, not Akyem as a state, of a repenting fear, raise the argument to say, going back to NLM.
That's right.
NPP for Northern People's Party and the Dombo, Omode Babeka Bafwa Koto NLM, and the SG Anto, a Transvoter Togoland Party. No. Mudi every, and tis a Mudi, I say, Domo no wine.
And
because of Islam. But the fact is that Sankayaka Domo dia and Yankasaya Bafwa Koto Domo and Anto. So it should be Ashanti.
Because Baumia doesn't belong to that tradition.
Baumia doesn't belong to, but at least I am Mamprisini.
That's right.
Mamprisi for Niani the Gomba for Mole Daban. Intisa Sadia and then catch him for mem. Intinanka say Bafwa Koto Dombo and the SG Anto. Intinacha Sankanyasa voter region so Eddie NDC Fuechi. If you are going by tradition.
That's right.
And now more to me a breaky Ashanti from Enzema, a breaky Ashanti from Ewe, a breaky Ashanti from the north, and almost say Dankwa. Buzia, anti a year or my number, yeah, when we're Japan.
But MPP is a walking contradiction. The sense that Danko be council, read them out.
Yeah, now I would wish that people would challenge me so that at the senior president,
we need to challenge it.
President Becker,
Father's not like Danko Buzia.
Founders Day, Nasabi, Yamubi, Ekasaya man, no one who said, and Yanokre, a BM and a President Becker. JB Dankwanati University of Ghana. You move Casa Wuse and Yanoko Sanka set at the Kwashe or Diko Bino. Aquapimini. I mean, this all tribalistic. And then I'll way work for Rudia.
So they have an agenda as well.
I want people to challenge me, so I'm not your chantro. Who get scholars from everywhere to back what I'm saying. Say, oh, my number here with Japadia, and it's a 1 year. Baumiano. Inti just about we are omo candidate and omo abobi biegu asantefo ani so gina homa domo inti baumia free o mbeka se modi e ba yenso ye ho
because omo beldo omo ho
because so I can't go to Ashanti again. They have impoverished Ashanti
forever.
Ashanti no dey new year finance minister no
asantefo na fi mahu ohun se na ye de akere mo man no bebribe
to man ye wo japade
mahu
and not to soon as a CPP, sorry. Na Kasante so CPP. Yes, Asante, so CPP, no emu. Asante so CPP. I'm not your presidential candidate.
Yeah, Obi Bisa question was Osimi Bisa was who killed then Santehene Nano Obrieboa?
Obrieboa. Oh, I doma for and no koyo mukumu.
I see.
Na sante for so kum doma hene your friend doma tama omukumu no. No say tutu abehye akwamu se no wadwane afri dencha abehye akwamu ho ato na damfo konfo anoche to omu ba no na sasase ku ma wo mu soldiers 500 600 no catch on so omu ni camera kra emeto modern weapons no omu ni domafo nkoko to omu kwa no omu ni domafo kokoko ye and omu pam won free sum treso no omu ko baby omu akoye na part so ko Ivory Coast.
I see.
Germany.
Good. Mami ka message say Daniel Adi say love you Kwekwanen. Nana Jim you say Kweku you've done well. We say best mark GC say good evening Kweku. Wendy say great job to you and the team as always. George Apio say please ask him okay and maybe sana Dixon Kuma say is CTV on DSTV I guess not. Nana Boacho say hey Kweku you would always go and uproot the roots. We are really enjoying the program and learning the hidden history. Job bless and good work done. Jalifi, I see it also. I have left this current MPP party. Why? Why have you left them? But as and the moment we say history near that, baby, a Japadia document noir. I feel the I am Krofuna soon kissing. Also, I shall make a Ghana from Memfa MPP as a partner in my document. Eye nipa kubi kitwe de Japadia. Eno mo petumi, eno mo de Ghana no. Ebe si ho se, e kwanya ye de Ghana ne be fasune. Now the conveyor vehicle to that of so many say tumi no e de Japadia. Any MPP no. A Japadia document ni omu blueprint and so on. The conveyor belt no e the party NPP. Omu use party ni keke. Yeah, smart
because we have so many constituencies,
exactly,
and so many friends, alliances. Well,
I'll say, Mr. Anokye, you are too much. I'll say, God bless you. Richard Ashonga, Kwashima no different. Ebae, my main message kakra made to me. The rest in the basic. I'll say, hello, Kweku. I'll say, I'd like to pose a question, Mr. Anokye. Would he be open to partnering with Mr. Nana Bediakon to preferred choice of the youth considering no I will not allow that. Something will be coming very soon. Call Thomas Enyejuma. We'll say Kweku Ghanaians are all talk and no action. Chairman Mao said a revolution is not a tea party. Enough of this nonsense. Alan isn't Ashanti, his mother is from Elmina.
It's not true. Mom, David free just so area.
I see.
And you know, me a worry a phantom man.
Okay.
After Alan. Now the mother is not from the mother is alive, not from Elimino. Mame Asantini. Great.
We all say salam alaikum. Kweku. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in the hands of Allah is always which is your shield, and nothing bad can happen to you. Please calm down yourself if the elders of the NPP can't tell the dogs to be manned and mindful of their language. Our lions too are ready to counter them. Our silence doesn't mean cowardness, but means anger and preparedness against their excesses and ineptitude. Prince from Tamale and Odeba. Hey, Tamale 4, look forward to something. You see why I will never join any security service even if I will be paid 10,000 per month. Good evening, Kweku Anan, and I'm Ernest Kwanzaa Jr. from Dansuan. Please invite, I'm sorry, that person I work in you be a meeting me, invite them. Good evening, my brother Kweku. Did J.A. Kufuor know all this? I am Bernard, a.k.a.
I think he was blind. Inka on fat, nipa sex nidi.
Exactly.
I
said, Bra Kweku, all what the man saying at Drabin Ashanti is true because I am a Drabin guy. I've heard all these stories from Sir Kenya. And some show may move. Hi, Kweku. You are strong and brave from Airborne man, Kaso Iron City. Okay, let's go down and read many of these messages. It is clear that Owusu Bempah and his MPP government have lost touch with the very people they claim to represent. Their integrity is now a question as attempt to undermine the work of independent institutions like the Office of the Special Prosecutor. Instead of resorting to threats, they should take a page from one from former U.S. President John F. Kennedy book, quote, "Let us not seek the Republican answer of the Democratic answer, but the right answer," unquote. Owusu Bempah should learn that integrity and respect for the rule of law are a cornerstone of any true democracy. As for lawyer, may God richly bless him for working for Mother Ghana, but not his own parochial interest, and he's not. Kofi Agyman, Kwekrum Nodi, Efri Ebae. More fire. A general no there to twat was a Monzio, a man, but I feel so energized today. Tell Ghanaians the reason why the CPP was banned from the general elections that saw Progress Party suspiciously coming into power. Send Dr. Anokye number. Nkrumah never dies. You want his number, eh? Okay, one of the best say no. Me home. One more than a number, a best say no. Folks, you the BC say, Prince Ochia Kumaso said the NDC person wrote a Japadia book as alleged by NPP, but everything in it is being implemented. Yeah. Then that NDC person is a prophet, so NPP should give us a break. Okay, you know this one, folks. My friend will see a beno ayabe. Don't you chokwa? We will be see say na yame adama. Yeba betwa. Sa is so say kwama say votes is for Ireland. December 7th. Folks, in Penifua Mabubo Mudi, any Ghana phobia, Muma lawyer Noche, you're preserving as a nation's asset. That is Udi Amanyo Kuno Osheme, sure, no, so I will say your WhatsApp number no at the ho. Wait me a contact number no open lawyer Noche number, you bet me at the amount. Now only lawyer Anoche 18 comma, and a lawyer was the number is to be crabbed to jar.
0508 0508 97 87 57.
So we person contact you.
I'll be very happy.
Great. My son number on the back.
0508 97 87 57.
Good one, good one. Golden Sparkle, you are doing a work of journalist. This is great history. Well done, Mr. Anokye. Kweku dressing is on point. Okay, folks, here we see Benaibe. Nyakopon ya adoma. Many lawyer beba be towards our histories, but I believe say enana juwe Ghana funi na the historical artifact, no, connected to why the Japadia document was written. To whom we be Akyem for what it? It is omoka somo nyankwa, nyeso omo kan kekeu. There's a reason. And there are more deep historical history bi hihehwa. Mene lawyer ba be translate me as e bia to ma fi wani so aye den ada. Ba me pamocho we enye se ye preach hate against Akyem for me pacho. En Akyem ni bi to via na se mfu wani bring go rewi na so ye pacho.
Ye boni bia.
Omonye e bia sa. Na emom wankasa asantefo no ankasa. Me nuanom asantefo no. Wehu. We be na yedi edro. Folks, na masoso nyame adama Friday another fireworks and of course it's been a great show, great guys, Mami production, Ruby X, Eka Hobie, and of course Bestmark, and then the indie producer Yamba and the man himself Joshua gave me the backing. Kofi Ansan, of course, burying the father, and then Kofi Ujiri, director of research, Mami backing. My guest, Dr. Lawyer Anokye Frimpong. Lawyer person okay wrong. Don't lawyer we. Timisa Ubia person contact lawyer. Wait me contact lawyer now in aging come. Me am Wama Pape wait me any Kwame Nkrumah party. My name still remains Kweku, and I'm your investigative journalist, and I'm the host of the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. On Friday, folks, something bigger is coming. Look into the space. At the same time I come your way Friday. Have a good night.